I'm Quentin D'Souza, and this is Get Real Wealthy. On this episode, we're going to be talking about qualities that I have seen successful investors have.
Creating wealth, freedom, and security using real estate investing. This is Get Real Wealthy.
These are qualities that I have looked for and seen in many investors that I have known over the years that have been quite successful. And I have met some investors that have owned 300 million in assets. I have met some investors that own one or two investment properties. And I notice a big difference between the ones that have the one or two properties and the ones that are growing at a substantial rate. Now, depending on what you want to do, you need to follow people who have already succeeded in the thing that you want to do. So if your goal is to find one or two or buy one or two investment properties, then you should be talking to and looking for those people that have already bought one or two properties. If your goal is to grow a real estate empire with 300 million in assets, then you need to find those people that have done what you want to do. And what are the criteria that make investors successful? Well, one thing that I've learned is they never stop learning. Yep, that keyword, learning. They are always looking to learn. They never think that they know everything. They know what they know, but they know that there are a whole bunch of opportunities to continue to learn. The second thing that I notice successful investors do is they don't make excuses. They take responsibility for what's happened, and they try to take whatever they've done, and they admit to whatever mistakes they had, and they continue to grow. Okay? They don't make excuses. So if you want to be a successful investor, don't make excuses. Number 3, they are always improving on what they have done. They are always making slight tweaks or little changes or different ways that they can improve on what they're doing, so that they can continue to grow and continue to get better. So you want to always be improving on what you've already done. There's always ways to improve. Number 4, they celebrate along the way. They're not always working. They also take time to celebrate what they've achieved, whether it's a dinner out or a vacation or a vehicle or whatever it is. They celebrate along the way. Number 5, they follow a vision as well as a process for achieving their goals. So whether it's a vision board or a quarterly plan or 30, 60, 90 goals or whatever it is, they have a vision, but they have a process for achieving those goals. That is very unique to each investor that I've seen, but they all have goals and they have a vision and they work towards that. The 6th thing that I noticed is they keep their word. They do their best to whatever they do, they try to keep their word as best as possible. Okay? If they say something, that means that they are going to do it. And they're going to work hard to help to achieve that, whatever it is that they said. So they keep their word. Number 7, they dream big and they achieve bigger. We talked about goals before, but what they do is they set really big dreams, or they have really big dreams, and they push. And then what you see is that they achieve these dreams faster than they thought possible, because they are continually working on their process for their goals. So they dream big and they achieve bigger. The next thing that they do is they leverage their failure. Throughout the process, there are going to be failures. There'll be projects that are failures. There'll be relationships that are failures. There will be tools that they use that are failures. Whatever it is, they leverage their failures. They know that they can learn from those failures in order to have a better success in the future. And that's the key. You know, you can make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but you need to leverage those mistakes in order to grow and get and do something better. Okay? And finally, the last thing I know about successful investors is they have deep relationships. They have good, deep relationships with different people in different areas. They have the ability to utilize those relationships when they need them. That means they can go back and utilize those relationships because they have deep relationships with different people. So those are the successful qualities that I've seen in investors, and I hope that you take those and you reflect on those from yourself and make a few changes. And remember the first thing that I said, never stop learning. All right. If you want to connect with me, go to quentindesouza.com, or you can visit durhamrei.ca or educationrei.ca, and we'll see you on the next episode of Get Real Wealthy.
Make sure to check out getrealwealthy.com.
Until next time, I'm Quentin D'Souza. Get out there and take action. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are provided for information purposes only and should not be construed as an offer to buy or sell any securities or to make or consider an investment course of action. For more information, go to getrealwealthy.com.